Yo, what's up? I wanted to show you something interesting about Ableton Live 11 and its new effect called Spectral Resonator. I'm working on this acid house type of thing. There's two elements here that I will be working with. I have this acid loop, using the Fossion, I don't know how it's pronounced. It's by D16. I think it's great. Okay, so we got acid. Luke Viber would be proud. Then we have this. Doing this with Omnisphere. Just some basic nice chord action. And I want to sort of harmonize the acid line using the melody or the note information from this chord. How do I do this? Let's go to the acid track and let me add Spectral Resonator by Ableton. This came in Ableton Live 11. Let me actually also look at the analyzer once again. So here it is, Spectral Resonator, and once I flick it on, obviously it changes to something way different. It's kind of forcing everything into one note. What I want to go actually I won't go through everything, but I'll go through some of these. So what this does in a nutshell, it adds harmonics to the sound. Let's remind ourselves of what harmonics are. Well, harmonics are these little ridges here. Technically, if you thought of all the sounds being sine waves, where sine wave doesn't have any harmonics. But if you add harmonics, they gonna kind of pile up and the sound becomes more interesting. I kind of touched on that in my previous video about Redux and how it kind of adds this shimmer and harmonics. So Spectral Resonator by default adds harmonics, and how many? 256. You see this? Let me pull this harmonics down. So if I pull this down to 1, it's literally almost like one sine wave. And now I'm adding harmonics to the sound. So maximum is 256. And this is not necessarily particularly interesting. Let me flick this on and off. So it kind of sounds like it's forcing everything into the same note. And this is like the root of the note, 110 hertz. When it's being forced into this one. Yeah, as you can see, 110. Okay, bear with me. This is not very interesting sounding, I know. But what's super nice is you can actually take in MIDI info from whatever track. So I'm engaging MIDI mode in this Spectral Resonator on the acid track, and MIDI from will come in from this chord track, which is track 15. So MIDI is engaged, MIDI from track 15, and I still have to do something. This isn't sounding great yet because it doesn't make any sense because it's like monophonic. But let me make it polyphonic. 8 is probably enough, but just raise it to 16. So let's compare. This is the dry acid line. This is the chord. And Spectral Resonator with MIDI info coming in from the chord track and sort of moving these harmonics around. Dude, how nice is this? Let me play these two tracks together. So in a very interesting way, you're harmonizing the sound based on these notes. And you could do this to even your beats, which actually can sound pretty interesting. I'll just copy this plugin from, I'm now looking at the acid track. So this is the plugin, and I will copy it to my drums track. This is my drums. Dude, how nice is this? You could set the dry wet ratio to something. Here the yellow signal is the original signal, and the blue is the result of this harmonizing. Especially automating things like this, it gets really interesting. So yeah, Spectral Resonator. It sounds like a vocoder, but you can kind of play it with MIDI notes. I think it's a great, because I've been increasingly in my own music, I'm getting more melodic, and I'm really into chords. So this was something super, it really just makes it pretty lively. I hope you like it.